Hey, what's going down? I'm Kelz, joined by Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence, and you're listening to today's episode of the Love Affair Discussions with Kelz podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Go ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Listen on Apple Podcasts and Google Play Music and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. And when we go live, it's so important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K in the K. Coming up, we're going to talk about the week that was, question of the week, our weekly segments, and much more.
Like always, we'll be bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. This is an open, unfiltered discussion about love. Confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Kelly.
What up, what up, what up?
All these different levels, man. I'm working, trying to get it right for everybody involved in the process.
It sounds good over here.
How are you doing, my love?
I'm doing great.
Everything is fine?
Everything is everything.
Everything is fine. Okay, can I tell you a quick story?
I'm listening.
I was leaning back at work, and I told you already, I got to tell the people across the world. Leaning back, anybody know a desk, an old school wood desk, right? So I'm leaning back, light off, hood on, lunch break, feet up, office chair, and I leaned back and wackled. So anybody know the wackel mean my back hit the ground? Anybody know?
In the chair?
In the chair. The chair broke. Vluku.
Ooh.
It went vodka, vluku. So then, y'all know I got back problems, so my back been hurting. I look high right now. I'm not high. I ain't taking nothing. I ain't smoke nothing. I'm finna drink something though. Cheers, Kel.
Oh yeah, cheers.
People be tripping like, y'all be drinking on there. What we supposed to do? We grown folks. This is for grown folks. This ain't for the job. This ain't for nothing. We can do this with water. We can do this without cussing.
Yes.
We can talk about politics. We can talk about religion. We can talk about the school system. We can talk about the love for our beautiful children. We can talk about our family dynamics. I can talk about basketball. I can talk about...
We talk about friendship,
technology,
relationships.
And I definitely can tell you about it.
About what? Okay, so that's where you...
That's where I digress and stray across the beaten path. Shout out to Paulette who brought me back. What is these? Monte Cristo 2s from Cuba, for real. Shout out. Thank you, Paulette. Granny Paulette. Huh? Like R. Kelly.
Maybe not so much right now.
Yeah, so it's all good though. But yeah, we got time for those, Kelz, though. But yeah, had to showcase what's going on, man. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Ladies first. How you feeling, Kelly?
I'm feeling pretty good, but let me tell y'all something. I get so pissed off when people don't accept responsibility for the things that they do, especially when you're wrong and all the evidence points to you that you're wrong. My thing is like, if you know that you're out of order, whatever it is, and someone brings it to your attention, just take the L and keep it moving.
Take the L. What up, Jen?
Just take the L, keep it moving. I mean, like, what's the point in going through all the rigmarole and all this other stuff? And I did this, you did that. No, I was wrong.
Right.
I was wrong.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Shout out. What up, Doc? It's my sister, yo. MSL, Lady Hawks. They lost tonight. Sectional final, but tell me who else lost today. Only one more school for me on PS. So they get mad love, mad respect. All that hate we endured when we was at King. My sister came back with Tech, made it to sectionals. Now MSL made it to sectionals. If she ain't a legendary coach, I don't know what the fuck you call that. My sister, my mentor, one of my best friends, Alina Cunningham. Shout out to her and John Cunningham.
That's what's up.
And the Lady Hawks. Shout out to King too, they lost today. Shout out to Maku. Shout out to Bird. Milwaukee Academy of Science made it. The plan is still in play. Get this gold ball. So, how I feel. There's a whole other world on Twitter that I had no idea about, people. Like, I don't know what happened. It just popped up in my feed. And, you click on stuff and be like, what is this? Next thing you know, it's some in and out action. Like, what's going on?
What?
In and out action. I'm going to leave that to your imagination. I'm like, what? Thick bays, all this stuff. I mean, there's so many accounts that got suspended. But, I mean, they got accounts that, it's straight porn. Like,
on Twitter?
Straight porn. Like, I'm like, they blowing bubbles and everything.
Okay, wait.
I said, man, how's this shit legal? Like, but it's Twitter, so it's not regulated. Wow. It's not what I said. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother world. Like, they talk about Black Twitter. They talk about like NBA. NBA Twitter is one of the best universes in Twitter to be in because the NBA players are for real and be on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's self-promotion. But man, when I'm telling y'all, I did not know about this other world and how is it legal. That's all I got to say. But they suspend accounts. All they do is recreate the accounts. But it'd be like, they be having some stuff I ain't ever seen before. Like, they be having promotions for the little toys. And I'm like, what is
that's dark web Twitter.
That's dark web Twitter like a motherfucker. So.
Wow. That's bananas.
Oh, man. So. This is finna get epic. This week I think we going black. We going to the dark love affair discussions tonight. Y'all see I got the Coogee on with the Jesus piece. And old to big, his birthday, no. His death day was March 9th. Or was that his birthday? I don't know, shit. I think it was his death day. So, and old to big, I got the Coogee sweater on. Coogee suing the NBA and Nike and the Brooklyn Nets for the Biggie inspired Brooklyn City year, whatever the hell they call it, edition jerseys, because it was said it was inspired Coogee. Coogee didn't sign on, so they just got to cut him a check and then we'd be good. It's all good. I don't have no problem with it. Get your money, Coogee.
I just want to know how much money they paid Biggie when he was just like, talking about Coogees and
the rappers know,
pretty much all the songs.
They don't get paid.
But I'm just saying, how many people bought Coogees after he was talking about Coogee sweaters now? Yeah,
this just like when the NWA was doing the whole Raiders and Kings and all that shit. Like Ice Cube said, stop giving juice to the Raiders because Al Davis never paid us. Then he also was talking about the old English St. Ides shit while they started drinking St. Ides beer. He said, don't drink 8-Ball because St. Ides is giving ins to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put money in the hood. So, some people take the free promotion and don't do it. Then you got to look at all the old stuff. Remember old stuff back in the day? All these designers don't want to wear shit and all that. Don't want cats wearing their shit, man. So, I don't know. Yeah. All right. Okay. The week that was, yo. Our man, my man, everybody's man, R. Kelly, pled not guilty to all 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse. His bond was set at $1 million. His lawyer, Michael Greenberg, said he's broke. He needed $100K to get out. R. Kelly was released on Monday. It was reported that his bail was paid with a cashier's check. One of his homegirls said it was his money, but she had to look out. If y'all friend was in jail, y'all family members in jail, y'all get them out. I know that shit for a fact. Because I know robbers, killers, murderers, stealers that done got out of jail. He got evicted out of Chicago studio for $166,000 in back rent. He owes 2 properties in Atlanta for $31,000 back rent. He owes over $169,000 in child support and was to be paying $20 a month since January of 2009. That's a lot of money. That's about $500,000 right there. Per CNN, if he doesn't pay $161,000 in back child support by March 6th, which I believe that's like Wednesday, he will be in contempt of court and put back in jail. One of the accusers says she has a shirt with Kelly's DNA on it. Is it sweat, is it blood, or is it semen? These alleged acts happened between 1998 and 2010. After all the money, all the success, how can you be so irresponsible? Your ass ain't got no money, doing all this stupid shit, right? Were you taking care of that many people that you ain't got no money? Were you paying that many people off that you ain't got no money? Or was it a master plan to say you ain't got no money because they're going to come after you for more money?
There it is.
Okay?
We know he ain't dumb.
Pictures surface that like anybody that gets out of jail, the first thing on his mind is food. Me personally, I'm going to take a shower and wash my ass. But he wanted some food. This nigga stopped at the River North McDonald's where he was notoriously known to be at with the young girls. That was in the R. Kelly thing. The Surviving R. Kelly joint.
Oh my God.
That's the one the teacher was talking about. Like, man, you got to chill out, fam.
Oh my God. Yes, she did.
It was one
say
or two.
that.
It was one or two McDonald's. His next court date is March 22nd. Kelz faces, and we talking about Kelz with an S, not Kelz with a Z.
Kelz with an S. Thank you.
Kelz faces 40 to 7 years if convicted. Now,
Bill to the Cosby.
you got anything to say about her?
Liz, first of all, the shirt with DNA. So we talking about 98 to 2010.
So the shirt is at least.
You done held on to a shirt that long? Like, that's correct. Like, you had to have known. Like, I mean, like, my thing is, I don't want to. Why wait till now? You know what I mean? If that happened in 2010, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's but I get it. You know, people are traumatized, but it is what it is. But yeah, the 100. First of all, he been in contempt of court. For a long time. Now you gonna say because he really facing charges right now?
Every cutie with a booty bought a coochie. Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna be referencing coochie a lot because I'm hot as hell in this coochie. But come on.
Yeah, I don't know. He been in contempt of court a long time. $169,000 in child support.
Dude,
$20K a month you supposed to be paying?
If I was getting
his kids grown.
If I was getting $2,000 in child support, I'd be good.
I would love it.
Man, you kidding me?
$20K?
I work Tuesday through Thursday.
But here's my thing though. You got two houses that you
renting, fam. How you rent? How you renting your studio, fam? You the man. You
should have been bought a studio. Man, something don't even sound right. Whatever.
I think everything is somebody else's name. All right. Our other man, all of our mans. Jussie, is it Jussie Smollett or Jussie Smollett?
Smollett.
Jussie Smollett. Wait a minute. I'm going to hold off. Last week I was very critical of brother Jussie. But when the Superintendent Johnson was on Good Morning America on Monday, I'm like, why? It's not that big a case, fam. It's not that big a case. Chicago is one of the most segregated cities in America, like Milwaukee is. I'm going to have confidence in the clutch and say, wait a fucking minute. If the FBI, because the FBI is also investigating the Chicago Public Police Department what they deem leaking the wrong information. The FBI says the check was for training. Even in the memo, it says for training in the memo to check. The $3,500 was for a $600 roughly a week, 5-week training program. Some of the texts were for diet purposes and cardio training and so forth. Like one of the brothers, like, hey man, I know you're going out of time, but make sure you get 45 minutes of cardio in, type shit.
Oh my God.
Again, why is the superintendent on Good Morning America? That's all I want to know, Kelz. I'm pausing on Jussie. I'm a chill. He may still have a questionable situation because mental health is real. I know that. I understand that. We all suffer from it. It's just levels to it. But here come the bullshit. Empire producers are taking him out of the last 2 episodes for this season. His lawyers deny he had a role in the attack. Okay? Leave it to Grammy Award winner Cardi B to sum up Smollett. Fucked up Black History Month per CNN. Kelly, can I get a reaction out of you, please?
Listen, this is what I'm going to say. I have always, from the time this started, and even when they were saying that, you know, he played a pivotal role in this, like I always... Like something just did not seem right with the entire investigation. I'm like, why would he write a check for this stuff? You know, I guess it's like the same checks that Donald Trump wrote to Michael Cohen. Okay, anyways, but why would he write a check for $3,500? First of all, I'm gonna pay you $3,500. I'm gonna request $3,500 to do what they did. I'm having difficulty, and people are really going in on him, but I still believe you are innocent until proven guilty by your peers.
Right.
You know, so something still ain't right.
All right.
It ain't right.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for it to come out to light. Because I really liked him on Empire.
Yeah.
He needed a new story.
He's one of the strongest. Yeah. If they stop having them kissing dudes all the damn time and worried about singing.
It's all about relationships.
Yeah,
and
but
it's like, move on. Like,
I really think dude is, who the dude that made Empire? What's his name?
Lee Daniels.
I think Lee Daniels is dude. His character is dude. Like, that's his life. That's who I think. Okay, moving on. Patriots, New England, motherfucker, 6-time world champion Patriots owner Bob Kraft, worth over $6 billion, is accused of 2 counts of soliciting a prostitute in Jupiter, Florida at the Orchids of Asia massage parlor. It was reported he is one of 100 people that use the massage parlor, but he's not the biggest one. But why you motherfuckers is only pointing him out, though?
Wait a minute. What do you mean he's not the biggest one?
They said he's not the biggest name that used the massage parlor.
So is somebody making more than $6 billion?
Yes, but they won't. They didn't out him. They outed him. There's some bullshit going on. There's some bullshit going on.
So how do you solicit a prostitute? Or I'm sorry, how do you solicit a massage therapist, a masseuse?
I don't know.
If you just giving it away anyway. If that's all y'all do up in there, I don't get that. Like, I'm not understanding the situation here.
All right. Well, Kraft, according to police, was taped receiving oral and manual sex, which means a hand job, or in the hood, getting jagged off. He gave a woman $100, then 15 minutes later gave her another $100. The age of the women was like 48 and 54. What? But he's like 70 something, so it kind of, yeah. He look
48?
He probably had to make sure she's not younger than his daughter or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Younger than his kids. He like,
did they say what the race of was?
They were Asian women. Oh yeah, let me get to it. So,
oh my God.
Reported it was a part.
Oh my God.
Reported it was a part of an Asian human trafficking sex ring. New York Times report women thought they were brought to the U.S. on false promises of a new life. They worked 7 days a week, slept on massage beds, cooked on hot plates, had unprotected sex with over 1,000 men each.
Oh my gosh.
The women, some were working to pay off debt to being brought to America because that shit costs a lot of paper.
It does. Oh my God.
Traffickers cycled women out of parlors every 10 to 20 days, according to the New York Times. Conditions were horrible and not sanitary. Okay? They slept there, spoke no English, nothing. Imagine somebody coming in, you can't speak the language, and they just grabbing you, doing whatever, and you know what time it is. All right? Reported it's a $20 million international operation annually. Man paid between $120 and $200 for sex. Police say they have video of Kraft receiving the alleged acts. Quote, "You cannot deal with human trafficking without addressing the demand for it." End quote. Dave Arenberg, who is the state attorney for Palm Beach, Florida. Mr. Kraft is facing 1 year in jail, $5,000 fine, 100 hours of community service, and a class on the dangers of human trafficking if convicted for that low-class misdemeanor. He doesn't have to show up to court in April. On Thursday, Kraft pleaded not guilty and asked for a no jury trial. Funny this shit comes out, though, Kelz, after he helps Meek get out of jail, wins his 6th Super Bowl ring. By the way, that time when they caught him catching the head and the hand job, that was the day of the AFC Championship game in the morning when they played in Kansas City. So he caught the head about 11 something in the morning and flew to Kansas City. So just to let you know what he was on. Stress relief. So he got Meek out of jail, won the Super Bowl, aligned with Jay-Z and the Philadelphia 76 owner for prison reform. And now this all come out. You gotta kind of do the math. Dancing with Cardi B on the stage, all that, whatever.
He was dancing with Cardi B?
Absolutely. We pull it up. Now, the crazy thing is, we can talk about the NFL players, all the shit that happened and they get in trouble. NFL owners are held to an even higher standard than the players. How long and how much is all I'm saying. Colts owner Jim Irsay got 6 games and a $500,000 fine in 2014 for a DWI and having opioids and about $100,000 in cash on him type shit. He had mad opioids too. Again, Kaepernick peacefully protesting and couldn't get a job. An owner paid for sex 2 times allegedly from a human trafficking parlor. What's worse? Time suspended? I say 6 games, minimal to a year. Team still makes money. He gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Remember, NFL conduct, policy, code, and all that shit is not tied to a conviction, Kel. So, all right? So these 3 men just, you know what I mean? And it shows you the level of paper. It don't matter what's going on. What's going on, it doesn't matter. Everybody make mistakes. It's just a level of mistakes. Like, if he knew it was an Asian sex trafficking ring, I don't think anybody would. You know what I mean? Not with that much, because the truth be told, he can buy some women and say, I need y'all to do this, to live in my house. This is what y'all got to do. Every time I come to Florida, I'm going to buy y'all an apartment. When I get in town, y'all know what's happening.
And they probably ain't going to be 48 and 50 some years old.
Yeah, so that's that. Now, I don't be with keeping up with the Kardashians and all that bullshit, Kelly.
What happened?
But I was seeing the shit with the Tristan Thompson shit, and I'm like, really, Tristan? Like, damn, no.
What happened?
Tristan Thompson notoriously for just cheating on Khloe, I guess. They had him kissing the girls and doing shit, where cameras at and all this, all that. But I mean, I watched the Keeping Up with the Kardashians when they was in Cleveland, and they rented out the indoor place, like the indoor little roller coaster place and all that. Yeah. I remember seeing that. Like, this shit's fake as hell. This shit is fake. Like, I wouldn't even want to be with them. All right. So Jordan Woods has her say after all them motherfuckers that want to keep up with the Kardashians and shit want to murder her, but for whatever.
For the people who don't know who Jordan Woods is what's her name? Kylie Jenner's best friend. Like best friend, bestie, personal assistant, kind of, sort of, just best friend. They went to school together, and just, she's on, like, what was it? I think Kylie Jenner had a show. And she was on that show. She was featured on that show. There was an episode which her father had, I guess her father had passed away or whatever. He died. And so it's just her, her mom, and her siblings. She has a younger sister,
and a younger brother.
A younger brother. So she's the oldest. She's a model, beautiful young lady. But what they do, trashed her.
First time I watched the Red Table Talk, I must say, Jada is fucking phenomenal.
She is.
Jada got that shit. She's always had it ever since A Different World, first of all. But she got that shit now. I'm not going to say the new Oprah, the next Oprah, any of that shit. Just Jada, though. She found her lane. Like, that's what I'm saying. This media shit, the shit we doing, talking, sitting down, these are conversations that they could have had anyway, but they putting it out there for the people like we put it out there for the people, right?
Yeah.
So we're just doing what we feel. We're doing what we like. We're doing what we feel needed, and the audience grows. But fame, when you got fame, it's a little bit easier to get your message out there, though. But this shit gonna be on the internet forever. Everything we do, but the Red Table Talk family is here. That's what I gotta say, because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that shit. I ain't watching Ball in the Family no more. Probably I watch that shit on the Facebook.
Absolutely.
Watch, but Jordan's story is more believable than Jussie's or R. Kelly's. That's what I took.
But can you? Okay, what's the story? What is the situation?
The story was they was kicking it. They ended up at Tristan Thompson's crib after kicking it because LA closed early like Milwaukee, like 2:00.
Really?
Yeah, like 2:00, 2:30. They closed the bars. So they said, they went back to the crib. And it's reported that she was flirty with him. And first of all, who talks like that? Who talks like that? I don't talk like that. Flirty, and they were all over each other, and they were making out, and she didn't leave at 6 a.m. Yeah, so whatever. But the Kardashians machine is controlled by drama and discrediting any black person that comes into their existence they don't like no more. That's just what I gotta say. God. That's just what I be looking at shit when I pay attention. All them athletes, all them dudes that mess with all them girls, all go crazy.
And Kanye, don't forget about him.
I said all of them. Even though Kanye, my man, he went crazy after he's been messing with Kim. But I'd align that to when his mama passed away. But Khloe is O.J. Simpson's daughter anyway. I seen the documentary. That's O.J.'s daughter. That's to me. She don't look like the mother. She don't look like the mother two.
Not at all.
She don't look like Kim and the other
Armenian.
two. She look like our whatever dog kids is.
Right.
O.J. Simpson. She look like them.
Yes.
I'm sorry I gotta say it, but fuck them Kardashians. Right? So, because they got this girl thinking she need to take a lie detector test to get with them to make them understand that she didn't do shit but what she did. And she said what she did.
Okay, but anyway, whatever the case is, your man, your baby daddy or whatever is notorious for cheating on you. So why do you need further anything? Like, come on, he probably flirt with every damn body.
But for the young sister to say she'll take a lie detector test to prove her loyalty to them, like fuck. That's why I said fuck them. You ain't got to do that shit for what? To prove you're not lying, my beautiful, beautiful young black sister. And that girl is beautiful.
She's
like
gorgeous.
She's one of the most beautiful women I done seen in a long time. So fuck them again. So if she has friends like that who needs enemies, we all know who's that Tristan don't give a fuck. He don't care.
Yeah, right.
He does what he wants, like most men do. Like he does what he wants. That's Chloe's problem if she chooses. Chloe don't even know what to do with her fucking mixed child. You know what I mean? Like she on Instagram looking a damn fool. Like they need to call child protective services on that shit. You know what I mean? The girl will have identity issues up the ass. But
I think she just wanted a baby. I'm gonna be honest. She really didn't want him. She wanted a damn baby.
What I love about Will and Jada broke the shit down so slick, Kelz, about how there's 3 families in this shit. Is the Woods family, it's the Kardashian family, and it's the Smith family. And we all run around kind of together because we've been knowing these girls and all this shit. Because Jordan Daddy worked on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, was like one of the audio engineers type shit. So that's Uncle Will and Aunt Jada to her.
Yeah.
So they ain't playing with her. So I'm glad that y'all come at our girl, we got her. We gonna give her a motherfucking platform. Y'all ain't finna be coming at her like that.
Absolutely.
Y'all ain't finna be doing all that shit. And I love that black excellence that Will and Jada exuded. And Jada did it by herself. No, her younger daughter, what's her name? Chloe or some shit. Like what's the Jada, the younger daughter name?
Willow,
not whoever. Is that her mama that be with her too?
Yeah, her mom.
Yeah, no, her mama. Her mama was in there for the beginning, but no, they went and talked. It was just her and Jada. And Jada was asking real ass questions though. Now you gotta watch it. Yeah, you gotta watch it. I sat in the bed and watched that joint. So you know what I'm saying, it was good, but she looks better than Chloe anyway. So if Tristan tried to shoot his shot, I ain't mad at him.
She is like real beautiful black girl, like beautiful black girl magic real, like everything that they want to be, like all this plastic surgery and Botox, your best friend.
Like
no.
Now
she look way better than all of them.
I'm sorry, fuck that Kardashian shit. Here's the thing. There's something wrong with a woman when she can't keep a man or keep getting cheated on. That's all I got to say.
How about it's something wrong with your man?
Something wrong with a woman.
Or I'm sorry, it's something wrong with the man because he
Absolutely.
really ain't your man. He everybody man.
He everybody man. He for everybody.
He's an athlete. I don't know what you expect. Did you think you was gonna change him? Like, come on, you was married to Lamar Odom, but he cheated on you too.
And I know the people that was calling, y'all want to call and watch and listen and whatever. When they gonna get to talk about their relationship, that crazy shit. This is a power pack, and we going off the cuff. I think we went black today. We going black because it's 27 minutes in. We ain't got to our shit. But we good. Don't worry about it. We got it.
Right.
Don't worry about it. We got it. So the Oscars, me and Kelly talked about it. The Grammys was a precursor, but we ran this shit up this year and that motherfucker too. Best Supporting Actor, Mahershala Ali for Green Book. Best Supporting Actress, Regina King, If Beale Street Can Talk. Best Adapted Screenplay, Black Klansman, Spike Lee. He's been nominated 5 times before tonight, though, so I'm glad to see that brother. And exuberance when he won everything he did. Best Production Design, Hannah, is it Beachler? For Black Panther. Best Costume Design, Ruth Carter. First black woman to win in that category for Black Panther. Best Animated Film, Peter Ramsey for first black director for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh man,
yes.
Real shit, real shit, man. I alarming stat that I got. The Department of Health and Human Services received more than 4,500 complaints of sexual abuse against unaccompanied minors from 2014 to 2018, according to an internal report. We're talking about unaccompanied minors, Mexicans, whoever coming across the border. Okay. The troubling shit is 178 accusations against the adult staff.
Did you say 4,500?
4,500 complaints.
Years?
Well, remember, I think we talked about a couple pods ago where families that send their daughters through, they send them with Plan B pills because being sexually assaulted is part of the journey.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, real shit. So, but this can't happen at the holding places. This can't happen there, though. They can't be getting sexually assaulted there. But then again, if you got, you mixing, but the 178 accusation against the adult staff, against little girls and little boys, that's the problem. That's what I don't understand what's going on.
And you know what? You have some people out there who are saying, hey, if they would never have ever crossed the border, that wouldn't have happened. You got some people out there saying that and thinking that.
Well, there's sick people in every profession. There's sick doctors, teachers, basketball coaches, hoes. There's everywhere. Whatever you want, wherever you want. It's sick people that do sick things. So
to children.
So period. Watch y'all babies. Pray over them, please. Y'all mans. I told y'all, Tony Evers, in his first State of the Budget address, before he did it, he dropped some dimes, dropped it to the Journal Sentinels. He's seeking to stop the expansion of choice vouchers and independent charter schools. I told y'all. He wants to cap enrollment. He wanted to cap the special ed student program. He wanted to cap on vouchers, all this shit. Per the Journal Sentinel, the governor's budget also proposes to suspend the creation of new independent charter schools until 2023 and eliminate a program aimed at Milwaukee that requires county officials to turn persistently poor performing schools into charter schools without district officials' approval. What the fuck? Y'all know this only affect black people, right? But y'all voted for him at midtown early elections. He also wants to make all private voucher schools employ licensed teachers. Taxpayers know what schools their money goes to. So that means you're going to get a report now saying your taxes went to this school, that school, that school.
They should have been doing that. I'd like to know.
Killatone, who I will affectionately call him from here on out, Killatone, proposes to cap limits to when a student leaves the school, another may enter. So if you got the school like Pius, you probably got like 160 kids graduating, maybe half of them maybe choice kids, maybe 40, 50 choice kids. Then another new 50 could come in. Like when they graduate, they can come in. Like just capping it. Whatever. When one leave, one could come in. I don't even understand that whole mind frame. Also, he wants to cap enrollment on special needs students. Like, once again, shitting on the babies who just take a little bit longer to learn than everybody else. A little bit harder sometimes. You're going to shit on them and say they can't get that good education too. I don't get that shit, Kelly. Shit, that's shit that pissed me off. Also, the amount of money a school can get will be tied to the state's per pupil funding formula, which is some bullshit anyway. Once again, y'all voted for him though. So I don't even want to read no more of that shit. That right there, that pissed me off. All the money, all the bullshit, talking about they can't support two school systems and all that shit. All the money the Catholic schools paid out to the sex abuse scandals, they definitely need charters. But the ones that put his ass in office, this is what they get, right? But this would kill MPS because MPS cannot support more kids. We don't have the staff. More kids will equal more money, but they have money now. We ain't doing the proper things with it, in my estimation. And I work there. People just don't want the fucking job. Kelly, they don't want the job. So he's proposing to increase funding for public schools to $1.4 billion compared to $649 million the Republicans has approved. Basically, it's all bullshit because the Republicans gonna block it and we'll be good until 2020. So MPS will really become a master's plantation system once you kick 28,000 black kids back to a system that can't hold them. Okay.
It's going to be interesting.
Very interesting. And I told y'all, though, this has been a hell of a week. I got so much shit, but let me say, okay.
I can't wait.
Real quick. John Muir High School in Pasadena, California is banning do-rags. Clearly, it's a cultural issue, but I don't believe man should wear do-rags in public and women shouldn't wear bonnets. Virginia First Lady handed out cotton on a tour of the governor's mansion, Kelly, to African-American children and asked them to imagine being slaves in the fields, according to CNN. Pam Northam, remember her husband with the black face in the medical yearbook? Yeah, her ass.
Oh, my God.
Didn't deny it and stated, quote, I have been engaged in an effort to thoughtfully and honestly share the important story since I arrived in Richmond. Really? What's the important story? That niggas were slaves?
According to her.
Pam Northam said in the statement, quote, I have provided the same educational tour to executive mansion visitors over the last few months and used a variety of artifacts and agricultural crops with the intention of illustrating a painful period in Virginia. You ain't got to put cotton in a motherfucking kid's hand.
See, this goes back to that's how you feel. You are not willing to accept responsibility for just being wrong. Like, in what frame of mind did you think it was okay to pass out cotton
Pass out cotton folks.
to little black children and say, imagine you was a slave.
Oh.
Imagine what it was like being a slave. I mean, when you talk about not being culturally responsive, she was all the way off. That's not culturally responsive at all. And you know what? I'm sorry, but that family right there, we know it's bad enough that the damn house you live in
was the plantation.
I was like, come on.
Now she talking about, I regret that I have upset anyone, and their governor's office disputed that not only African American children received the cotton, but all did. Wow.
What?
Wow.
That's
really?
even worse.
Wow, really? You still don't get it. Deeply rooted racism at its finest, Kelly. Now,
that family is just clueless about everything that they do. But this is who they put in power in Virginia. I feel sorry for black folks in Virginia because this is what they got to deal with.
So all y'all want to talk about, think about what I do with my women, what Kelly do with her dudes and all that. We are more than just, this is called the Love Affair Discussions, period, because we talk about everything. You let that bitch run, Kelz. You let her run. So, we talk about everything, y'all. We keep it thorough on the burrow. Sometimes this one of these weeks right here, we got mad shit going on. So, I'd rather talk about this than the bullshit. So, Michael Cohen's House hearing, The Fixer, shared a lot. Mr. Trump is a racist. We know that already. This is what he shares behind closed sessions, which will be key, which we might not know. Representative Rashida Tlaib, Democrat from Michigan, accused Mark Meadows of a racist act who was trying to stand up for Trump. Meadows had Lynn Patton, the HUD director, standing behind him to show Trump is not a racist. Like, this lady stood up behind dude. Like, Kelly, I'm standing up behind you now while you talking this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was some real cornball shit. Quote from Mr. Lee: just to make it known, Mr. Chairman, just because someone has a person of color, black people working for them, does not mean they aren't racist. Tlaib said in their closing remarks after questioning Cohen, quote, and it is even insensitive. Some would even say the fact that someone would even use a prop, a black woman in his chamber, in his committee, is alone racist in itself. Once again, it's the irony the country has. MAGA, motherfucker. MAGA, bitch. Stand behind me, nigger, bitch. That's what it is. I don't know if Trump will make it to the 2020 election, but I know he will because they can't impeach his ass. So if Cohen is his best buddy from 30 years and he's a lion, rat, and snake, so is Trump.
Absolutely.
But we can't impeach him. Like I said, in order for him to be impeached, he has to be impeached in the House. He has to be convicted in the Senate. There's 53 Republicans in the Senate. So there's no deal because they need a 2/3 majority. So fuck it. It's over with. We just got to chill. Okay? And my last thing, y'all, so we can get to this real shit. Now, Marvin Gaye, our Prince of Soul, is getting a commemorative stamp on what would have been his 80th birthday. Part of the Music Icon series, Gaye would join Elvis Presley, John Lennon, Sarah Vaughan. The icon stamp was designed by Kadir Nelson. It will be debuted in LA on April 2nd. Anybody know who Kadir Nelson is? He did that Drake cover album. He do a lot of that shit with them colors. It's nice. The brother nice. So that's it. I ain't gonna talk. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about Dr. Umar Johnson though. I gotta chill because I gotta finish watching.
Well,
he said a lot. He blew my mind. I only watched a minute and 47 seconds. I can't watch no more.
Yeah,
I'm lost. I'm lost. Okay. All right.
I want to see what he got to say about the Virginia governor and his wife.
Yeah, he was talking. I know he's finna talk to.
He goes in on Trump all the time. All the time.
All right, Kel. Question of the week. 38 minutes into this bitch.
Question of the week.
Question of the week.
What does urban education need?
Yes. What does it need, Kel?
A whole lot of work. Whole lot of money. Whole lot of resources. A lot of support.
I always question when somebody say money, Kelz. What is money gonna do?
Because right now, let's just honestly, the money is not there for urban education. Sometimes I don't know if that's intentional, or is that the way the system is designed? To really not give access to the education that students really need. Students in the urban parts of the city. You know, because we all know that public schools and urban cities are just, I mean, students are just, I don't want to say failing but just how many students that we really produce that are receiving a top quality education and go on to, you know what I'm saying, do bigger and better things, go on to top schools, the top schools that we perceive as the top schools, like Harvard and Princeton. You know, even, I mean, Howard is the Harvard of the HBCU.
Word. Those
schools, Stanford and NYU, all of those schools. Like, how many of our students that receive an education in an urban school district are going there and moving on and sitting in positions of high authority, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. We need people who really are invested in making some changes.
We need new people at the school board. We need new teachers. We need new principals. like if you ask me, it's a lot of other shit that need to go on, because you can't keep thinking that old guard shit. Like, it's just like people that say, it's just like the people that say, you know, people that go to church all the time, right? You go to church all the time because somebody needs some paper, don't you think? You know what I mean? Like, you go to church all the time. If every time you go to church, they asking for offering, what does that mean? I was going to ask you a question on that. It's over with now. I want to see what Jen said. It's all good.
Oh, she was talking about the Tony Evers situation.
Oh yeah, I wanted. Yeah. So,
so when they go to church and they ask for offering, what do they mean?
Yeah, if I'm going to church all these days and shit, and you asking offers all the time, what are you doing it for? 'Cause you need the paper. I mean, where you got some churches where they got all this stuff and they put houses in the church name, and so they ain't got to pay no taxes, then they buy it from the church name. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit going on, and I'm like, I just got a problem with it. But getting to the education, I
think overall, just, I don't care what city you're in, you know what I mean? You know, I think I think every urban school district probably have the same problems. There's not enough money. You don't have enough resources. You don't have the supports that you need, because, you know, the type of families and students that we work with, you know, are experiencing some hardships. You know, I mean, a lot of school districts have realized that families experience hardships with food and money and feeding children and making sure that they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And, you know, in a lot of school districts across the nation, lunch is free. Breakfast is free. We give you breakfast. We provide you lunch. We have a lot of other programs that will feed students dinner and provide other extracurricular activities and tutoring and things like that. But I'm just saying, overall, to me, I think a lot of times it does boil down to the money, you know, and how school districts spend their money. I think, it may boil down to how much school districts get per pupil. I'm sorry, like, if you tell me that between $8,000 to $14,000 is given to a school district per pupil, that's not enough money. Like, what investment are you putting into our children? What do you want to produce? What do you want to see happen?
But where are they supposed to get the money from, though? That's what I be saying, Kelz. Where do they get the money from? Like, what is money gonna do? Like, so if you're spending $30,000 per kid, what does that mean? Like, you know, what they said before, the Cadillac insurance went away. Like, what, 72 cents of every dollar was going towards teacher that MPS spent? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
first of all, I think sometimes you don't get the quality or you don't.
What would money?
You got some people. Listen, you got some people that teach because they have a passion for it.
Yeah.
And they have a passion and they want to see children succeed.
Yeah.
And then you have some people who get into it because it's a second career, it's a third career, or my whole family, I come from a whole family of educators, so I might as well just go into it too. Or, hey, I get the summers off, so I might as well just do that. It's the easiest thing, you know. And those people who are passionate about it, while they're passionate about it, they're like, I don't know if I really get paid enough to do this job. You know what I mean?
I don't know no teachers getting paid enough to do the job.
But here's what I'm saying.
No teacher that's
Here's what I'm saying. You know, you go to
None.
school for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, or whatever. You get a bachelor's degree. You get all these certifications, and a master's degree, and so forth and so on. And you come out making what, $38,000 a year, or whatever, 40 plus $1,000 a year, whatever the case is. You know, for some people that's like a slap in the face. You know, look. Me up top, I feel like because we educate everyone, I feel like we shouldn't even have to pay for school.
You know what? I don't think so. But you know what they're gonna say? It gotta be.
Once you teach for so many years, it's like wipe my.
Is it teacher or is it just being in the motherfucker?
It's
everybody has an integral part. Whether it's the psychologist, the counselors, the safety, the
anybody that works
people.
in the educational system, anyone.
Well, I don't understand why
it's all tied to the children.
Why they don't push parents and EA saying we'll pay for your shit to go get your shit and teach.
A lot of school districts do. They really do.
Why they don't do it in the MPA?
They do. I mean,
do?
Most school districts offer a tuition reimbursement program. You take the classes, you get a certain kind of grade, and the classes are paid for.
Really?
It makes sense for someone who has worked. Me, myself, that's kind of how I started. You know what I'm saying? I came in, wasn't really sure if I really wanted to go into education. And I was like, okay, let me try this. And I came in, I was a teaching assistant, and I did that. And I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. But then it was like, do I want to do regular education or special education? I always had a passion or an affinity for working with people with special needs since I was a little girl. So it just felt right for me to go in that field. And it's something that I'm still very passionate about because I realize that those are the children that a lot of people forget about.
Absolutely.
You know, because they become adults and they forget about it. And they need support all the way through.
All the way through.
It's like, that's what we deal with in urban education.
Right.
All these different programs. You know what I mean? So the good thing that I do like about it is in urban education, you do have students are able to go to school early. You have kids going to 3-year-old kindergarten. They have Head Start programs, or they just have 4-year-old kindergarten programs. You go out to the suburbs, 4-year-old kindergarten don't exist.
No, because they moms at the crib though. They moms at the crib. They housewives. We don't got housewives in the hood.
Well, yeah, but we
got grandmas to get over.
But in that sense, you know,
we got grandmas to get over, and grandma ain't sitting down giving your child that shit all the time. Then they go behind and get to school and they behind because you trying to save dollars.
Yeah, I don't know. Me, I've been going to school since I was 3, so. And that was.
I mean, I'm just saying. I just
not urban. That was not an urban school district. It was a private school. So.
Right. My thing is, we need more black kids that don't know what the fuck they want to do and ain't going for the money to teach. Period. Point blank. We need more minorities teaching. Period. Point blank. Has anybody ever thought that? Hey, you know the KKK put on suits, right? Wouldn't you think that if I was running the KKK? I would put you ready? I'm finna hit you with the hotness. You ready? I would put a lot of my women that looks like they're unobtrusive and very unthreatening and put them in elementary schools to teach black kids. And then see what happens. That's the beginning. And without them having the proper beginning, they can't compete. They can't survive. There's a lot of shit they can't do. We're going to purposely have them do things that you won't know about from our shit and our training to fuck them up. If I was running the KKK, that's what I would do.
But I mean, I feel like children in the urban setting, I mean, they you know, it's even, I mean, that starts even before they get to school. Like, I mean, they don't have what, they're not, their parents are not providing them and giving them those skills and some of those pre-social skills and pre-academic skills that they need ahead of time. Just like, and why?
Man,
because
listen.
their parents haven't been exposed to it.
The shit broke down, Kelz. The shit broke down in the 70s when they made every black man. They tried to discredit every black man with the COINTELPRO and fucking with the Panthers, knowing the Panthers was here to protect the community from police brutality and all this shit, right? That's what the Panthers was doing. So I'm like, I'm finna fire this motherfucker.
I'm like, what
you know what I'm saying?
Like, what are you doing?
Look, I'm trying to act like I'm finna fire this motherfucker up. I was watching Drink Champs and shit, so I'm thinking I'm finna, you know what I mean, just fire this motherfucker up. See, Kelly, you gotta do like this. And this little piece right here, and you're gonna shook it right anyway. But yeah,
I'm about to say, you really about to fire it up.
Nah, no smoke in the house. No smoke in the house. No smoke in the house. I need to go to the cigar bar. You game? We going?
Yeah, you do.
Conference in the Klutch field trip.
It can be.
Yeah, we need.
I've never been to a cigar bar.
We gotta do it. Okay, so
you were talking about black men and the Black Panther Party and discrediting.
Yeah, so then after that,
70s.
all the guns and the drugs got pushed through the community even heavier, and then we just lost our way. Now the parents of these kids now is my generation, your generation, and them parents ain't shit. They mamas may have fucked up for them, but they trying to be more right for their grandkids than they was for their own kids.
So can I?
Go ahead.
The drugs and the weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Where did all that come from?
The man. The man. Ronald Reagan Bush era politics.
Hey, speaking of the Bush.
What Bush?
The Bushes.
Oh, I want.
Man.
I thought you were talking about some Bush.
I'm talking about the Bush family.
Hey, you remember Revenge of the Nerds? You remember that movie? You ain't never seen Revenge of the Nerds, Kelly?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Bush, Harry Pie. You remember that shit? The little Asian dude?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that since the 80s, but...
Revenge of the Nerds, Police Academy, all that shit. Funny no more.
Yeah, all of that was funny. That makes me think about Disorderlies with Rebels. But anyways, since you said the Bushes, I was thinking about... Last night I'm watching TV, and there's a special that's going to air. I don't know what channel it's going to air on, but it talks about the Bush family and just over time, like how they come from nothing but politicians, you know, and that was just, they were like the Kennedys.
Yeah.
They said that they were one of the more they even said it on that particular commercial. They said they were one of the most popular political families in the nation.
Right. All day long.
Which may be true.
All day long.
We'll see.
So you say the paper, I say the bodies. You know what I mean? Like the body's gonna come with the paper, but I'm like, if you ain't going for the money, what job you going to make 45K in? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going for the money, and then if you going to make 45K, you young, you 23, 24 years old. By 34, if you make your student loan payments on time, that shit get forgiven, and then you can go do what you want to do. I mean, but we need more young, new, fresher ideas, energy. We need the energy that's gonna be able to do. We need teachers that's not parents. You know what I mean? Because maybe we can train them to have better patience and not look through a parent's eyes about what another child should be doing. And they just looking at them as students. Because when you teach from a parent perspective, it's a little bit more emotionally that you're tied to the kids and what you want to do. It's just so much. There's nothing but, you know, we're on the front lines. You know what? I'm tired of being on the motherfucking front lines. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought by now somebody else would have been able to make it hard for me to have a job. There's no competition in education. Only competition is who gonna suck who off or eat who out. Yeah. who gonna suck who off, and who gonna eat who out, or who gonna be cheating with her at happy hour to try to come up.
Whoa.
How about that?
Okay. Interesting.
All right, let's move on because we can get up out of here in an hour for real now. All right, so love Q&A. Can you have a platonic relationship with someone you've been physical with? How does that work? Miss Kelz, go.
I just want to know, like, is it possible to, like, I guess be friends with somebody and y'all done got busy? You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
Like, how do you do that? And then even more crazier, like, you in a relationship, you and your boo, you know what I mean? And here's this cat, y'all got busy, you know, before you got with your boo. And can y'all be cool? Can you just, I mean, how do you play it? Like, and like, it could go a variety of ways. Like, how about your boo? This your boo. You got busy with this dude. Your boo don't really know. And
was it before you got with your new person?
yeah.
Oh, that ain't nothing. That shit, man. What you mean? Every motherfucker walking around. That's cool.
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry. I guess me, I don't really want to know if you done got with her.
Oh, you talking about, but y'all still friends and shit, like,
yeah,
like motherfuckers kicking and communicate.
Like no, nobody. Like, how do you do that?
I don't. Well,
like, how do you be cool with somebody without trying to? Like, how do you be cool and be friends? And at one point, you were like completely and fully attracted to this person. Y'all got busy and y'all got down, whatever. Can y'all be around each other again? Like,
can I tell you something?
Like, how you do that?
Men do it all the time.
Men do it all the time.
Men do it all the time.
I'm just asking. I'm sure women do it all the time too. But like,
women do it like this. They keep you around, Kelz. They'll check on you ever so once in a while.
Really?
Yeah, they'll call at all types of unannounced times, trying to blame it on the alcohol, but you know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I missed that stick.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, hands down, absolutely.
That's okay.
But yeah, I don't.
So you can be cool with somebody, like,
you can be cool, but it's once again, it's levels. Is it the cool that I check on you every once in a while? Is it the cool you come over every once in a while? Is it that I might like a photo on Instagram? What's the levels, Kelz? How we gonna do this?
I don't know.
You know what I mean, like, and when you're in love with somebody, you have no doubts about that person. Nobody can fuck that up. Nobody from your past, and hopefully nobody in the future. Right? I hope I helped you.
I don't know.
But yeah, you can though, because you know what? If you don't want to have sex with them anymore, it's easy. Now the thing is, depending on who you mess with, is it easy for them to accept that? Like, I don't. True. But how about this? Motherfucker, we can go to Skybox right now, right? I can go into Skybox. Me and you can go into Skybox right now. I know we go on Skybox. If I say, this is my woman, right? Here we go. Kelly, we had to talk about this shit too. Kelly said, people that listen to the show are gonna think we date. And I said, Kelly, I don't give a fuck. So here's the thing. So,
yeah, stop using me as a scenario.
Okay, so me and Kelly go on Skybox right now. I know Kelly ain't fucking suck 6 dudes up in here, right? Like, 6 dudes ain't had a penis in their mouth and we can walk around and I gotta worry about that, right?
Can you use somebody else as a scenario?
What I'm saying is, you're my co-host. Just like you can't take me in to Mr. J's and go see a whole bunch of thirsty chicks running up to me like I ain't seen you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna see all that because I ain't like that.
Okay.
Anyway, none of the chicks I mess with being Mr. J's anyway.
Whatever you say.
Moving on.
They be in a massage parlor.
I don't pay for cooch. I pay for my time. I don't pay. Listen,
48 to 50.
I don't pay. But you know what though?
Okay.
Wouldn't you want an experienced head doctor? Kelly? Listen, I want an experienced head doctor. Right? And there's levels. You asked the question. All right, so don't worry about it. I got it. I think this is about the whole, R. Kelly got me thinking about the young girls when I was coming up that had the Guess jeans, the Jordans on, the Jordans on, all this shit, little gold chains, hair was always done. Man, their mama wasn't paying for that shit. They was messing with an older cat that was selling dope. The 16-year-old chick in her arc, like it started then. And if they had to mess with all the niggas, they had to. Then probably when they got in their 20s, they had a sugar daddy, an older cat. Right? But it was just the arc. It was the Capitol Court and Northridge ways, like just a dope dealer taking her shopping, like getting her to little this and that and this. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
So I had to think about it. That's why I wore the Coogee sweater today. Because I said, wait a minute. Remember cats had matching Coogies with their little chick, all types of stuff. All I'm saying is I remember a lot of my homegirls or girls I know had some fly shit that their mama didn't buy and they got it from a dude. And yeah, my homeboys had dope and kilos back in the days in the 90s and all that, but they wasn't paying no chick. But you know what I'm saying? The cats is out here really paying these young chicks. But what are they paying them for? Just because they cute? Yeah, I mean, so R. Kelly problem was he wanted to take everybody virginity. I think that's his problem. He wanted to take girls' virginity because somebody told him, you take her virginity, she always gonna be tied to you or some shit like that. Or you can always have control over her because it didn't make no sense.
That makes me just...
It really doesn't make no sense. I don't get it. I mean, it's the alleged shit, but it's too many. It's too many alleged. Like me personally, I hate going to the principal's office for anything somebody say, right? Because when the smoke is fire, and I don't like small little smokes, fucking shit, because this is gonna lead to the bigger motherfucker what's going on. So that's it, man. About last night, Kelly.
So I think we was having this conversation and we were just talking about, like, it floors me that parents and namely like mothers, you know, it's like almost like anything goes nowadays. And I think that people should have a little bit of discretion in the information that they share. But a lot of us, I think, or no, I would say, yeah, it's our generation. Our generation, like the 70s and 80s babies, like our parents. I'm not gonna say our parents or your parent, my parent, or whatever, but like parents of that generation who were having these 70s and 80s babies. And I'm just talking about like marijuana usage. Because I feel like we were talking about hemp, and then we were talking about marijuana usage. Because our generation of parents, okay, who are probably in their 60s, 70s right now, you know, they smoked marijuana.
Right.
They called it marijuana. They called it Mary Jane back then.
Mary Jane, reefer.
Reefer. Thank you. That's
Reefer,
what they call the reefer. They smoked, but
Sesamilia, nigga.
And they smoked like joints, like they rolled it up in papers and stuff like that. That's what they did. Nowadays, you got
the torch in this motherfucker.
You got parents, and they wouldn't smoke the weed around their kids. You know what I'm saying? Your mama probably smoked weed and you didn't even know it. You didn't even know it, cause you were in the basement or they was in the basement and you was in the bed.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you got these parents. 35 to 50 years old. They smoke with their kids sitting right there.
Crazy.
And then they smoke
the
blunts. They buy the wraps.
Let me tell y'all something about them blunts. Can I jump in, Kelly? You motherfuckers know they're treating them shits with nicotine, right? Because everybody I know that smoke weed, People that smoke blunts constantly got to smoke blunts. People that smoke joints smoke a joint and put it out. They don't even finish the whole joint. People that smoke weed in bowls and glass, like I prefer to do when I was smoking on a regular. I'd rather smoke it in a little pipe because it was the most natural way with no paper, no nothing in it. You smoke a little bit of that and put it out.
Yeah, well, I blame it on Dr. Dre and the Chronic album. Snoop Dogg, like they made people my age. Okay,
that shit turned us out.
I mean, that
shit turned us out. Smoked out forever.
Like
now.
Seriously, like it's just, and now
black lips and all.
Yeah, because back then you could tell who smoked weed. Like, look, and even now, like. You see some of these kids, like you could tell they smoke weed because it's not just the lips; it's their whole face be dark.
Man, they smoking all this chemically treated bullshit. Smoking loud, nigga, loud.
It's just sad, and like I think I told a story of someone was telling me about a friend of theirs, a family member, somebody smoked weed on the way, like pregnant, smoked weed. Now we talking about somebody my generation, smoked weed on the way to the hospital, pregnant, preparing for delivery. That's why we got all these babies walking around here with ADHD, ADD. You know, because they had all this marijuana in their system before they even got here. I mean, it's crazy. This is our generation of parents.
Right.
This is what we're doing. It just blows my mind. Mm-hmm. It blows my mind.
Okay. Thank you, Calvin. Quote of the week. I got 3, Kelz. I forgot one last week. So, number 1. It's better to be rich and guilty than poor and innocent. I didn't double check, fact check, but Shannon Sharp said it. He said a lot of shit on Undisputed. Quote 2. What it looks like when support and love is poured into someone. Regina King's Oscar acceptance speech talking to her mother and father. One of the realest things I heard somebody tell their mama and daddy. Kelly seen my mama brought me Dejan and the Kill tuxedos today. Just out the blue. Send pictures. I got the blue. Boys got the black. I need the black though, Kelly. But that's what love and support looks like when it's poured into you too.
Absolutely.
She said, "Yeah, you taking pictures." Like, okay.
She just told y'all.
You taking pictures. You taking pictures. You taking pictures in the tux. Okay. Okay. So
you got a plan.
Final quote: "Show me who you love, and I'll show you who you are." That shit gave me.
We're gonna hear more about him next week.
Yeah, he was talking about the what's it? Kamala Harris or whatever. Kamala Harris, she's married to a white man, but you know what I'm saying? He was like,
That's the lady who's running for president, right?
Yeah, he was like, she's biracial though, and biracial people are, if they don't align with black people, they're used against us. I mean, the shit is phenomenal. I'm probably finna watch it right now. Kelz, we done. We gotta do a longer show today, but it's all good. We always do what we do. We try to do it the best. We had a lot of shit. The news shit sometime overtake us talking about relationships and this shit. You know what I mean? That's why I don't be on social media, because people be on there with that shit. I like information. Yeah. I'm an information whore. So any information, I'm gonna take it. So it is what it is. Kelly, I'm getting too much dust on this. I need to get a cover for this now. But but look, Kelly, if I get a cover for it, I mean, I got to take all this shit out every time. But it's cool though. But I do need a cover. That's way too much dust, Kelly. Okay.
Amazon, here we come.
Amazon, it's already in the safe for later. I'm an Amazon whore. Yes, this came from Amazon. This came from Amazon. This came from Amazon. All the cords came from Amazon. The mic stands, the mics, the
here go my
headphone
right
thing
here.
from Amazon.
Here's my Amazon.
The glasses, the stand for the computer, the cord for the computer, the stand for the iPad.
My phone case, Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
Oh yeah, the little stand.
Yeah, same. We got 2 of them bitches.
What about this right here?
What's this? What?
The one on the
the computer stand came from Amazon too. The computer case, Amazon. I ain't got the thing on the episode. Yeah, I'm an Amazon whore too.
What about this candle right?
That came from TJ Maxx.
Okay.
That candle is $25 on Amazon. No, I got TJ Maxx for $6.99. Tell me I'm a shopper. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The iRig came from Amazon.
Oh my God.
The motherfucking tripod came from Amazon. That light is shining on us exuberantly.
We
came
need
from
Amazon to sponsor this show, like for real.
Shit.
We need them too. They just don't understand. You gotta start. Are you giving reviews?
I give none reviews. No, I read reviews though.
You gotta give reviews.
Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you gotta have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications. Ding. Of new episodes. When we go live is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KNDK. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence
4, 5, 6.
in the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.